Now let us turn our Bible to book of John chapter 1 verse 43. The following day, Jesus wanted to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, "Follow me." There is always a call for us to follow Jesus. You may be from different background, but today again God is calling you to follow him. In Christian walk, we are called to follow Jesus. Hebrews chapter 12, Bible says, the first verse, "Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses." How many of you believe that something great stored for me in God? So he is encouraging them to believe something great. That is the same thing I want to do. God wants you to get it. God wants you to expect something great. See, in the second Kings, Elijah and Elisha, they are conversing with each other. The second chapter, Elijah sets to getting ready to go to heaven. And Elisha is following Elijah. And Elijah is asking, "Hey, you no need to follow me. Be here." He said to Elisha, "Stay in Gilgal." Elisha said, "No, I'm not going to settle in Gilgal." Open your mouth and say, "I'm not going to settle in Gilgal. I'm not going to settle where I am now." Elijah said, "Moved," and Elisha moved. And they came to Bethel, and Elijah said to Elisha, "Be here." And Elisha said, "No, I'm not going to stay here." And then they came to Jericho. He said, "No, I'm not going to stay here anymore." After seeing his persistence, Elijah asked Elisha, "What you are really looking for?" Elisha said to Elijah, "I want the double portion of the Spirit that is upon you." And Elijah replied to him, 10th verse. So he said to Elisha, "You have asked a hard thing." Elijah, what you have asked is very difficult, but it's not impossible. It is a hard thing, but it's a possible thing. Today when you are hearing God wants to do something great, it maybe looks like very hard. It may looks like very difficult, but God wants you to get this word. It is possible. What do you think about God when he chose David? He was just an ordinary shepherd boy. God saw a king out of him who rules Israel. What do you think about when God chose Esther? She was an orphan girl. God saw a beautiful, glorious queen out of Esther. These are all very difficult and hard things, but it is possible by God.